Hey guys, wInevitable here with another guide for you. This is not hero focused, it's more gameplay mechanic focused. There are three quick things I want to cover. Keep this kind of short and sweet. We're in try mode. You can see here I've got Chen with his beautiful his skin here. It's a pretty awesome skin, but more to the point. What are we going to talk about? There's three things. Number one, the simplest, is with talent selection, and this goes for any hero. It's very quick and easy, and I think everyone would benefit from using this. It speeds things up, and it helps you, can really help if you're in a tight spot. You can pick the talent immediately as soon as you level up, if you know what it is ahead of time. If you play a hero a lot, you're going to know exactly which talent you're going to get in which situation. And so, you know, this really speeds things up and is good if you're in a pinch and you need to select that talent, like especially level 10 with this heroics or Resurgence of the Storm on 20, something of that nature. You'll be able to get it almost instantaneously. And rather than, you know, the menu's up, right, say it pops up, you level up, I come over here with my mouse and I can click, I can select Deadly Strike, for example. Now that talent is selected, I've got it, I have access to it. Instead of doing that, what you can actually do is hold down the control key. This is the control key, brings it back out, right? So I hold down control, and then I can hit a number. In most cases, it's between 1 and 5. Here, he only has 4 choices. So this is number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it always goes from the top to the bottom. Sometimes, as I said, there will be 5 choices. Like here, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the heroics would be 1 and 2. Now, like with Abathur, it would just be 1. There would be no 2. And you can see all the way through. It's the same for each talent tier. And what happens is, I'm holding down the control key. And I don't have, unfortunately, a good image of the keyboard here, but the idea is now I can press the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, depending on which talent I want. If I want Deadly Strike again, I'll hit 1, and then it's automatically selected. And I didn't move the mouse. You can see the mouse is over here. So just doing that again, the mouse is over here, and I'm just tapping 1, and it's selected. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And the idea is, once you get used to playing a hero a lot, you're going to internalize this, and I'll know. I'm just picking this up myself. It's something I should have done a while ago, and I procrastinated on doing. But it's really cool. So like if I'm always going to get Chug with him, for example, or maybe Amplified, but I would just know that when I get 4, I just do Control 2. Like if I level up here, okay, so I'm level 1, I'm going to take full Keg. So there, Keg is now selected. Then I level up and I'm 4. Okay, I want to take Chug trait for the brew twice as fast. I go 2. And the more you play a hero, the more you do this, you're gonna, the order is gonna stay the same between games. Occasionally with a patch, they might change this a little bit, and you have to be cognizant of that whenever a patch comes out. It could reset things. Just be careful. Most cases, it doesn't affect it at all, but this will speed things up. So if I'm in the middle of a battle, I'm not going to actually show that off, but if you're in the middle of a battle, you get the point. You can easily select something really quickly. Flying Kick Roots. Okay. The other point, number 2, that I want to talk about is creep blocking. And that is a really cool tactic. It doesn't give you a huge advantage, but it's small things that add up that make games, the high level games really close matches. And a lot of little things that you can do throughout the course of a match will add up and give you a victory. What this entails is I'm going to toggle the minions on in a minute, and it's hard to show here in try mode because there's, minions spawn right here in the middle of the lanes, like right here, and I'm also by myself. But what you can do is you can move in front of the creeps, and it will actually slow them down. It'll slow the minions down. You body block them, and it slows them down. It doesn't stop them, but it impedes their progress. And if you had 2 or 3 heroes doing this, you can slow the wave down substantially. And what this does, let's show it off first. So if I'm in here, you can see the wave's getting drawn out. If you see like that archer, I just blocked him, and it slows them down. Now if you can do that with the whole wave, you can force fights closer. Toggle minions off. You can force fights closer to your tower. And what this will do in a competitive setting is, say the other team relies on ganking, they are running an Arthas Kerrigan combo, or they have a Zeratul or a Nova running around, and you can't see where they are at all times. And it's dangerous, if this is the midpoint of the lane, it's dangerous to be over here, because then all of a sudden the gank comes in, you're vulnerable, and it's a long way back to your gate, to your towers, to safety. So by forcing the fight, by slowing and creep blocking, slowing the wave down, forces the fight closer to your tower, and it's safer for you to then kill minions and get XP, because the wave is frozen closer to your towers. At the same time, it makes the enemy heroes push out farther into the lane, and makes them more vulnerable and more susceptible to being ganked and ambushed. So it's a really small thing. It's not gonna do one like huge, you know, make a huge impact. It's a small thing, and as I said, with 2 or 3 heroes doing it, you'll actually be able to slow the wave down a bit more than I did. It's not going to bring the wave all the way back to the tower right here usually, but it will make a big difference. And like I said, just that little bit, and especially on a map, you know, if you're looking at like Cursed Hollow, any map really that is gankable, there's always those bushes right in the middle of the lane, and usually like if this was Garden of Terror, there'd be like an alley here coming down, there'd be a terror down here, and there'd be another alley over here, and you'd have like the hard camp. So there'd be areas to hide, right? And this is a single lane map. There's not a lot of that going on, but you know, you're very vulnerable in the middle of the lane, and when you step past the midpoint to the other side, and if you don't know where the enemy team is, it's very dangerous to be on that side of the lane. Especially, you know, if you're a hero that's a squishier hero. Chen's a big tank, but you know, somebody without an escape, that's kind of vulnerable out in the middle of the lane. So that's the idea. You protect yourself and you expose the enemy team to ganking. Really cool small tactic you can use. And if you have friends you're playing with, team up, you can creep block together. It's a really cool little thing to do. Number 3, the last thing, getting to this briefly, is a thing called quick cast. Quick cast. Now, let me check the settings here. I am going to go with off. This is the standard mode. This is what everyone is used to. We'll toggle the minions back on. The idea here is I want to flying kick somebody. I tap Q and then I get this target, right? This cursor comes that changes, and there's a little target, and I kick. Whoever I click on, I kick. So Q is pressed, and then I click on Arthas and I kick him. Okay, and then I hit W, I drop my Cake Smash, and then I do the Breath of Fire with the E. So again, it's a key press and then a click. That's your standard casting MO, you know? Now if I go in here, there's 2 settings, on and on release. Now we'll show them both off and talk about them a bit. On, this is the first one. As soon as I touch the button, I jump. It's instantaneous, and it goes to wherever your cursor is. So for flying kick, it has to be targeted. If I'm hitting Q right now and it's not going to do anything, but oh, as soon as I'm over top of someone, boom, what happens? I immediately flying kick. Now, I'm not on anything, but as soon as I go on a minion, boom, it comes down. Now, for a targeted ability, you know, you can basically, also the attack move is the same way. So if I tap A, all of a sudden I'm attacking Arthas. I'm attack moving here and there, and I'm not clicking at all. My right hand is not, it's not clicking. It's just, you know, you can see, like if I put the cursor over there, you can see my hand. It's just, it's like a left click all in one with the key press. And that is, it's cool. You do have to be careful because say my W and my E, which are not targeted, they're area abilities, right? If I drop the W and I want to hit Arthas, right, with the W, if I do it like this, he's going to walk over and then throw it down. And that's fine. It happened right where my cursor was, but you have to remember it's instantaneous, which speeds things up, but it's a little bit more of a skill involved because you have to make sure your cursor's in the right spot. You have to get used to it, really. And the other thing is with like a dash or a blink on Zeratul or something. Let me see. We actually show this off real quick. We'll bring in a Zeratul. That would have been better. Oh, we go to the shop. Where is he? Zeratul. Okay, so we'll pull him into try mode. Didn't select any fancy skins for him, but we'll come in here and we'll show you off, show off what I'm talking about here with quick cast and the blink. So, you know, we'll use the quick select here. We'll go with greater cleave. Now the blink, right? This is quick cast. So if there's the singularity bomb, right? Instantly cast. I didn't hit anybody with it. And if I want to dash, like, or I want to blink, I put my cursor all the way over here, which is well beyond the range of blink, and he instantly blinked. He didn't walk over to here and then blink over like that. He blinked immediately, and so you have to be very, very cognizant of that it's instantaneous. And now if it's a W, we'll show you here with the singularity spike. Ready? I just cast, let's actually do this a little bit better than that. Okay, so we're over here. The range of W is not that far. This guy's out of range. It's not going to walk over like with the Cake Smash and drop it. It's actually, because that was, you know, was the range. For some reason it worked with that. It doesn't work with everything. And if I want to blink behind this wall, See, so it's just, you have to be careful how you use it, and your singularity spike is, oh, I missed. Okay, so that's on, when it's on, and then there's on release, which is a little bit different. So now we'll clear cooldowns. Now I'm holding down the W. As soon as I let go, boom, it shoots. So you don't have to left click. You just blink, you tap E, and you blink. And if I never let go of the E, I'm kind of, I'm just walking. I'm holding E down right now, but you can see, and then as soon as I'm in range, I can let go. So there's two different opportunities there. There's on and on release. Now this will speed things up a little bit. If you turn it on, like somebody on the Reddit forums yesterday was talking about how you kind of want to, with Kerrigan, to land her stun combo, the W and E. Quick cast makes it really easy because it casts them instantaneously, and you just tap W and E. Now with Zeratul, I just blinked and cast a singularity spike and didn't do anything. But it will speed things up, just like the talent selection will. With the automatic selection, if I leveled up, I'm only level 2. But selecting that, boom, it's instantly selected. Quick cast makes things a little bit faster. I can attack move. I have the A button pressed. I let go. I'm attacking that. Excuse me. I'm attacking that minion. Now this is on release. I think most people actually use it with just on. And so it's something I'm going to use myself. It is a little buggy. You can cancel things. I think. Let me see. No, that was pretty quick. But it just have to remember, it's not when you click, it's when you press the button. And so it'll speed things up, but you have to get used to it. And that's the whole point of this session. Those three things: creep blocking, talent selection, and quick cast. So if you're looking to speed your gameplay up, these little things, you add them up, you get a better result in the end, and can help you win matches. It's going to do it for this video. Gonna get some more hero guides out, but just wanted to cover those little tips there for any of you guys out there that weren't aware of them already. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Win, and happy holidays, happy New Year. I'll be seeing you guys soon.